I will not be yapping for that much longer. But first of all, we need to do something which is very important that we do every time that we do a sitting down stream. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Lydia News. Oh, yes, sorry, it's been a while. Today, my violet of the day. Everyone submitting gifts to the Lydia Gifts channel, especially Lad. Intoxicated Lydia mistakes a tree for Sydney Sweeney. What the flip? No, guys, but you don't understand. You don't understand. This is like constant. Bro generates like one of these every few minutes. It's fake. It's all fake. Sakura, thank you for the 3 months. Thank you. Look, chat, I went outside for Earth Day. That's where the mole people live. We're not going down there. Yes, I have a boyfriend and it's just me hugging a tree. I know. What the flip? How does he think of these? And how are there so many? So, yeah, I would like...
Bruh, Lair just sits on his ranch, eating edibles and creating gifts all day. He's living the dream. I still have all my teeth. No, but guys, this is all from one stream. Okay, like, you know when, like when you're like, your brain automatically goes to something on your phone, right? And yeah, thank you for the 2 months. I ate too many blueberries. You know when you automatically go to something on your phone, okay? Like when I was a teenager, it used to be Instagram. I used to scroll Instagram, you know, when you're like in the lift or something, okay? For the last like year, it's always been Lydia Gifts, and more so now than ever. Okay, whenever like I'm having like an awkward conversation with like someone in the lift, I'm just like trying to look like I'm doing something on my phone, okay? Lydia Gifts is where yeah, this is me doing a push-up, a press-up. Lydia, would you say that Led is creating a waterfall of gifts in Discord?
Absolutely. So, yeah, this is all from one stream. Actually, I want to see what that looks like. Is that good form? Guys, the bar's heavier than it looks, just believe me. Okay, anyways, yeah, I would like to say shout out. I don't know how bro does so many. Okay, Elden Ring movie cast and release date announcement.
We just got some major news regarding the Elden Ring movie, including a cast list and a release date. A24's Elden Ring movie, directed by Alex Garland, is now in production. But today we got some huge news for the film. Firstly, the cast list, which includes some huge names such as Kit Connor.
Oh, do you know any of these people? Hodgkinson, that sounds like familiar. Maybe I just know someone with the surname Hodgkinson, I don't know.
And then Ben Whishaw and Kaylee Spaney, which means this film is already off to a strong start.
Sounds like a familiar name.
We also got our release date. However, before I tell you, make sure to follow me for more content just like this, because it's now been confirmed that the Elden Ring film will be releasing on March 3rd, 2028. We just got some major news regarding...
Sorry, I feel like I need to stop being so provocative with my like subscriptions and like I remember when I was having a little talk with the boys with chat. You know, I was having a little talk on stream once, and I remember being like, "Oh, how long after you started watching stream did you follow?" And bro, people were out here being like, "I watched stream every day for a month before I followed." I feel like my average watch time per person I follow is like 0 seconds. Like, what?
Regarding the Elden Ring movie, including a cast list and a release.
I genuinely feel like majority of people I follow, I've never watched it before.
A24's Elden Ring movie, directed by Alex.
But like, why not? You know, you have one life, okay? You have infinite, well, you don't have infinite follows. You could get blocked for being like a bot if you follow too many people in one day. Not that I would know, but I feel like, why not? You know? And Doc, thank you for the 5! Thank you! www Doc, thank you very, very much.
Alex Garland is now in production. But today we got some huge news for the film. Firstly, the cast list, which includes some huge names such as...
Hi Lydia, apologies for being late and thanks for the shout out. You are a great sport.
Shout out lad. But yeah, I wouldn't go down that tunnel. That's where the mole people live, scared. Anyways, I feel like guys, is this actually real? Because I don't want to get my hopes up.
Otham and Ben Whishaw.
Is that a reliable source of information?
Kaylee Spaney, which means this film is already off to a strong start. Like I said, we also got our release date.
Oh my gosh, how would they make it all? I feel like it's gonna be AI and CGI, right? Yeah, but imagine if it's not. Imagine if they like make a load of the set. Because this would be like a big movie. Imagine if this is like such a big thing, okay, that it's like Harry Potter, and then there's like multiple Harry Potter worlds, and then it has all the props and things from Harry Potter. Guys, did you know that a lot of Harry Potter was filmed in Oxford University? Like it was filmed in like the colleges, like the you know like the dining rooms and stuff. A lot of that was filmed in one of the colleges of Oxford, and I would visit that every summer with my parents, and they'd be like, "You'll be eating that one day." Awkward turtle. Okay, anyways, oh my gosh, guys, do you want to know something crazy? The university that I got into, one source, not all of them, but you know what, one source rated it the best university in the world. I don't want to flex. Technically a dropout. You know what? I wish I went for like one day so I could say I dropped out instead of I got in, but then didn't end up go. I wish I went for like one day so I could say I dropped out of it, but not trying to quote, but that was one thing once, saying it was the best in the world. If you started that, it would not get that rating. Let's just say wide speed lemon. Okay, bud. Well, you got rejected from Hustlers University. Can you even get rejected? How would you know? How would you? You on the Discord, bud? Okay, sorry. Anyways, next up. Live action Elden Ring movie will release March 2028. That's only 2 years! Oh my god! Guys, I was literally just about to say, I'm probably gonna have a husband and children by 2028. That's 2 years! No, wait, that's actually freaky. How crazy is that? 2028 is 2 years away. Oh my gosh, I remember at my school, we used to have squid cards, right? To pay for our lunch. And I got bullied into paying for this other girl's lunch as well. But like we had squid cards to pay for our lunch, okay? And it was like a little card, right? And it said expires in 2019 on the card, right? Because that's when you turn 16 and you might go to the same sixth form, might go to a different one. And I was like, I remember in year 7 when I was like 11, 12 years old, I was like, God, where are we gonna be in 2019? We're gonna be nearly adults. What the flip? Okay, sorry. Anyways, feels old, man. Okay. Also in the news, okay. Streamer Awards announcement. Oh my goodness.
Run! Oh my god, it's a big category, bro.
If you had to feel like who would win like Streamer of the Year now for 2026, who would you say? Who do you feel like is gonna win?
This is what it's about.
Wait, I'm so confused. Streamer Awards 2026? It was a year. Hold on. So they're announcing it for like ages away, right?
Jail for
This is what it's about, boys.
Thank you guys so much for joining us today. I hope you had fun. The reason I put this show on is to bring us all together. There's so much negativity on
Why are they all yelling? They're giving me mum and dad arguing PTSD.
the internet, but for one night a year it feels quiet. These are the moments that make this industry beautiful, so please cherish them. This right here, this is a beautiful...
But the 12th, oh my gosh, it's getting earlier. Guys, I swear it was like January, like 2 years ago. Where am I? I'm there. I'm just like behind the screen source. I'm actually on the screen the whole of the intro. I'm just like behind the source. So yeah, I'd be like that. Yeah. I'm the cameraman. No, legit, I'm the cameraman. I hear you're the front runner for the best gamer award. I don't want to leak it or anything, eh? Anyways. Oh, wait, that's getting earlier though. Okay.
Chat, let's win this for Lydia this year. Huggies, she is amazing and the best. Spread the words, Peeper Rose.
I'm very, very, very happy not getting nominated or anything this year. I think first year I got nominated. It was the Sapphire Award, right? Which was like female streamer, basically, which I don't know how I got that for females, for one of best female streamers, but there's a lot more good female streamers now, so that's completely out of the question. And then I got nominated last year for streamer, I don't want to say streamer, it was just chatting. I got nominated for just chatting, but I didn't really put much thought into it because I'm 99% sure I was only there because they didn't want a roster full of dudes. But they're not gonna do that again with me, because you know they did that to me last year. So I'm gonna go as a guest. I'll go as a plus one. Maybe Cutie will invite me because we know each other. But yeah, guys, just to confirm, there is actually a 0% chance. Okay, I lucked it 1,000 times more.
I have to agree, Lydia
That's
is
it.
pretty spectacular and deserves many awards, maybe even a Nobel in the future.
A Nobel. You're right, lad. I should get a Nobel for do you remember that time on an IRL once when we searched for like 20 minutes for a bin for my litter? I'm just anyone want to nominate me for a Nobel Peace Prize? I'm so down. Okay. Cutie won't let you on stage after the last fiasco. You know what? I survived it. We don't talk about it. Okay, anyways, moving on. Next in Liddy news. I gumdrops on MasterChef! Guys, I don't mean to flex, okay? I don't mean to flex, okay? So she is in the middle of MasterChef right now, right? While she is in the middle of MasterChef, I'm literally talking to the person who is going to win MasterChef. I am a chef by association.
I really want to put Malaysia.
And a 10 out of 10 baddie. Sorry, I mean her. No, wait, hold on. Whoa, wait, hold on. You know what I mean? Okay, she's a 10 out of 10 baddie. and a pro chef, okay? And I was getting her.
Food on the map.
I love that. A day job, when you're not cooking, what are you doing full time?
I am a cooking content creator, so I cook online. I also do live streaming.
How many followers do you have now?
I think on all my platforms, probably a little over 2 million.
That is incredible, 2 million. That is amazing.
But
Well done.
I'm not here for followers. I'm here to prove myself.
Guys, I'm simping so hard.
I'm here to prove that my food can taste good.
This smells amazing, okay?
Yes.
Do not overcook.
Followed her before she was famous. Followed her before she blew up on MasterChef. Okay, not trying to flex, but
That, Wagyu.
I will.
Okay, good luck, yes?
Thank you so much.
Let's go.
and Leah Halton, by the way. I followed Leah Halton before she had 100K on YouTube.
I really want to put Malaysian food on the
Just
map.
to say,
I love that.
I know what's going on the internet, eh? I do spend a long time on the internet, but you know what? I know what's going on. Being left on red is not called DMing. Bro, I didn't get left on red. I'm respectful, so I'm not going to talk about what we said, but I did not get left on red. Anyways, kids can now buy $100 toys on Amazon.
This little girl accidentally exposed a major flaw in Alexa, and it caused chaos everywhere.
Do you have a job? Can you actually do that? You know, it's actually so scary. Every time I'm like, Alexa, play, like, I don't know, Ariana Grande. Sorry, I should not be saying that. Then like she's like, oh, to listen to music ad free, you need to buy Amazon Unlimited. Would you like to buy Amazon Unlimited for $5.99 a month? And if you just say yes, like you just accidentally be like, yeah, okay, play, whatever. Bro, you're just stuck paying like $6 a month for the rest of your life and you probably won't even know.
Little girl accidentally exposed a
Like, where's that even coming out of? I don't know. It just does.
major flaw in Alexa, and it caused chaos everywhere. Back in 2017, a 6-year-old was playing in her living room when, just for fun, she told Alexa to order cookies and a dollhouse. A few days later, a $170 dollhouse and a box of cookies actually showed up at her door.
Is this good to be telling kids that you can do that?
Her parents were completely shocked because they never placed any order. The story quickly went viral and even made it to local news to warn other families. But that's where things took a crazy turn. While reporting the story, the news anchor kept repeating the exact phrase the girl had said. Alexa, order me a dollhouse and some
She got caught.
and within seconds, thousands of Alexa devices around the world that were playing the news picked it up as a command.
is this real?
Suddenly, people everywhere started receiving order confirmations for items they never asked for. That's when it hit everyone.
Nah, that's because what if you like sleep talk? Guys, I used to have an Alexa in my room, okay, because my parents didn't want it downstairs. My mum got it as a gift, and my stepdad, he didn't want it because he was like, it's listening to everything we're saying. And I'm like, but we're not saying anything interesting. But yeah, so I got it in my room instead, and re-gifted. But then I used to like, the light would come on at like 3 a.m. and wake me up, and it would be like, sorry, didn't catch that, because I sleep talk. I could just sleep talk, say like, Alexa, buy me a Bugatti. I mean, to be fair, the money does have to come out of the bank account to buy it, but still, anyway. Okay. Sorry, last thing in Liddy news. I need to stop the gap. Last in Liddy news. The news for today. Wireless festival cancelled after Kanye was banned from England. How insane. Imagine being banned.
Wireless Festival, the UK's biggest.
Imagine being banned from a country. I don't want to spread fake news. Isn't allegedly, I think, Ronaldo banned from a... Because a lot of the... okay, this is going to be crazy rage bait. Okay, if you get rage baited easily, then you may hate me after the following statement. Because a lot of like really good footballers, when they're like, you know, like retiring, okay, and they're not as good as when they were in their peak, still really good, but not as good as in their peak, they go to America because the American teams have loads of money, but they're not very good. So like all of the famous footballers, they go to American teams like to retire, to get paid out, but they don't need to work that hard. But Ronaldo's, I think he's banned from America, so he couldn't do that. Anyway, sorry, allegedly.
Rap Music Festival has been cancelled this year after the UK government.
Yeah. So that's why Ronaldo didn't go to America, right?
Made the very unusual step of moving to block entry to the country of its headline act, Kanye West. Kanye West was announced as the wireless headliner last week, and fairly quickly there was a great deal of consternation, including from Prime Minister.
But why would wireless be cancelled?
Keir Starmer.
Oh, guys, I remember. This is another thing. Festivals, festivals. When I was a kid, okay, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to go to 1, festivals, 2, graffiti, vandalize, skateboard, you know, and then I it just never happened. It's just never happened. I've just never had the opportunity to do this thing. You know what I mean? I know, I feel like, okay, I don't want to say I'm too old, but like, I feel like I'm too old, you know?
And it eventually led to...
Imagine someone getting evicted from Australia because they were yapping too loud.
Pepsi pulling out, and then its drink sponsor Diageo also pulling out shortly afterwards. Kanye...
But I don't understand, why can't they just get other artists to replace them, no?
Has made a series of anti-Semitic remarks dating back to 2022. He has released a song called Heil Hitler, which he later deleted. He has put swastikas on clothing designs. The UK government has made that decision. It's...
What the flipples? Sorry, I actually need to stop. Sorry. Bro, I was going to say what the helly. Can I just be normal? What do normal people say? POV, you're watching Madison Bear and she is surprised. What is she saying? Wow, that's crazy.
Says on the grounds that, and I quote, his presence in the UK would not be...
Remember when you called yourself a boomer for turning 20? Oh, how the sands of time slip through the fingers, no matter how hard you grasp for them to remain.
No, I
defended that booking earlier this week.
I don't want to think about it. Okay, thing is, okay, whenever like my parents say that, well, my dad never says he's old, right? Like my dad, I feel like my dad, he's not gonna say he's old, right? But my mom is always saying like, oh, Lydia, like I'm old, and I'm like, stop, like it rage baits me so hard when she says it, but then I say it, but I get like annoyed at her when she says it, right? Because like I feel like it's mentality, okay? It's my dad, okay? How young is your dad? I like the use of that word. And my dad is 40 years older than me, so he's 63. He's 63, okay? And my mom is 62, but he's like runs marathons and like never had like a health problem or like anything like that. Like he's like really like about it, like wakes up at 6, like grind, you know what I mean? But then my mom, she's like, oh, like I don't know, like I can't go on that hike. You know, I'm 62 now. I'm like, what do you mean? You're like 62? Oh my gosh. Because I feel like when you start having like the mentality of like, oh, I don't know, I don't think I can go on like a walking thing anymore, right? And Doc, thank you. Like my stepdad, he climbed Kilimanjaro. Sorry if that's a lie. He climbed like a really tall mountain. I don't know if it was Kilimanjaro. I think it was Kilimanjaro, but he climbed like Kilimanjaro, right? And it was like a big thing he was planning for a long time. And my mum didn't go because she was like, oh, I'm like, oh, I can't do that now. Like I'm getting old. What the flipples? I feel like everything is mindset, okay? And you've almost hit menopause, bro. What the flip? Okay. Also, how do you know what menopause is, but you don't know what the luteal phase is? Okay. Anyways. You only know the negative ones, eh? Only the men. Sorry. Why are you moving your mouth while reading chat, not out loud? I was gonna discuss this. I feel like does anyone else have this thing? Okay, I'm a visual learner. You know, so if someone in conversation says something to me, because I'm really not used to conversations, okay? If I see a TTS, okay, I hear the TTS, so I move my head and I read the TTS. I do not listen to the TTS, I read the TTS, okay? I'm reading you guys' chat, right? I'm not really listening because I have really bad listening audio, okay? But it's really, really, really bad in conversations because I don't pick up on what people are saying, okay? And then I go to Pilates, okay? And I have no flipping clue what she's doing. And I'm like looking at everyone else doing Pilates and I'm like looking at the other girls like open and close their legs and stuff. And I feel like I look like such a creep because the whole time I'm just looking around the room, okay? And then the instructor has to stop me so much, like 10 times more than anyone else, okay? To be like, no, do this. Like, no, put your leg there. No, put your leg there, okay? Because how am I, okay, POV, you go to Pilates, okay? Now put your ankles to the side of the bar, flex your toes, lift your hands up, now wide, put them out, out, in. We're gonna do this rep for 15 times, 15, 13, 12, 15, 13, 14. No. Please can you put your legs wider like that, knees up, like this. Now we go. What the flip are you, do you know what position you're supposed to be in right now? Like, you don't. So I'm looking around the room, but no one else is looking around the room. Everyone else just knows how to do it. And I don't know how they know how to do it. Guys, I'm basically saying I can't understand language. I don't know. But yeah, to be fair, it was that way at school. That's one of the big reasons I didn't go to school when I was actually trying to learn, because I can't learn from lessons. I learn from reading a textbook. I will sit in the lesson and I will have absolutely no clue what's going on. Like, I will have no idea what's going on the whole lesson. And then the teacher will be like, oh yeah, now complete this work spreadsheet. And I'd be like, what?
That
Other people know
California
what to do?
accent impression. Oh my.
Am I getting better? No, but I tried so hard to pay attention and I never knew what to do, okay? And I knew that I wasn't like dumb. I knew I wasn't dumb, okay? Because when we ever did tests, then not to flex, but I would get like very good grades, right? And like I would do the best on the table. But then I was always the one on the table that was like, guys, I actually have no idea what's going on right now. Anyways, okay, all that to say, yes, I do not listen to you. I just read you.